Hi everyone, and welcome to Fantasy General 2. So, Fantasy General 2 is a modern version of an old classic, Fantasy General, released in 1996. Now, Fantasy General wasn't as huge and well known as some of the old cult classics, but I loved this game back in the day. I had a list of like 15 to 20 old games that I wanted to make some videos of in some form, and Fantasy General was basically in top 5. So yeah, I've been looking forward to this quite a bit. And the preview build that I'm playing here contains one faction and roughly 1/3 of the campaign. I don't know how long the campaign will be in this game, but in the old classic Fantasy General, the campaign was huge, it was really long. So this could potentially be a pretty damn long preview. Well, anyway, we are going to play. And the only faction available in this preview is the Barbarian faction. Length long. That would imply length would be different with some other factions. Alright. And we got 3 different difficulties. I'll go with normal. And there's some description what exactly that is going to mean. A higher difficulty increases the enemy unit budget, makes AI behavior more aggressive, and lose less morale, as well as increases the cost to restore your units. Alright then, I already played a little bit just to check out the game mechanics. I can't really tell you just yet whether Fantasy General 2 will be actually good and whether it will live up to the original Fantasy General, but I sure hope it will. I've been wanting for a remake or a sequel or whatever to Fantasy General to exist for a long time now. Alright then, so, here we are. Now, the first 2 missions are fairly easy. The first one is basically like a tutorial, showcasing the most basic game mechanics. Alright then, so we are playing as Falirson, and most of the time he can't die. I'm pretty sure Falirson must survive will be the objective in pretty much every mission, at least the missions he's part of. Right, so this is a hex-based game. If you are not familiar with Fantasy General, you probably heard of Panzer General at least, so this is basically a fantasy version of that. In a nutshell, that's a bit simplified, but that's kind of how it can be described. So we have hexes, the game is obviously turn-based, and there are a few mechanics to be aware of here, so there is different terrain. If I hover over various terrain types, we can see the exact effects of those. So forest, for example, gives us missile damage reduction, and also if we end our move on a forest tile and out of view of any enemy units, we will become hidden. And being hidden is important because of the ambush mechanics. You can ambush enemies if you're hidden. So then we also have rough terrain, which gives us plus 25% fortification damage reduction, and it breaks charge. There are some units that have charge. So terrain like forest and rough terrain can help you break the charges. We have plains, which have no additional effects. We have river, which reduces our damage by 25%, we cannot charge, and we get minus 50% armor modifier. So rivers are really bad for you. You can die pretty easily if you end your move there. So our objectives are to raid the 3 like towns or whatever over here. We can see them on the map. There's one over here, and we can't see, and yeah, and the third one is right here. So that's our first objective. Again, this mission is like the most basic tutorial. It's not meant to be hard, it's just meant to showcase the mechanics. There are some more mechanics later on, like upgrading your units, but we'll get to that. Oh, and the important part here is that every unit has these green and red boxes. So they indicate how many units there are in the unit, so to speak. The red ones means they are wounded, and the black ones means they are dead, and the green ones mean they are fine. This is basically like the total health of the unit. So you can recover the red ones by resting, but you cannot recover the black ones. The black ones just represent like sub-units that got permanently killed. And every unit has zone of control, which is indicated by this red overlay or whatever. Let's move over here to make some space in the middle. We can move in with our main guy. And also, you can only move once. If you don't move like the full range, That's it, you can't move more than that. As in, once you actually execute your move, you cannot move again on that turn. You can attack, you don't have to attack directly after moving, you can move one unit, then move another, and then attack with all of them in a sequence. So you can move and then attack later in your turn. Alright. And he's already dead. Well, that was pretty quick. And we can already move into the settlement right here. And we can raid it right away. This destroys the settlement and gives us some wealth in return. So let's do that. And here we got some neutrals. Some wolves. Alright, 112 health. Here we can see squad size, which is basically like the number of boxes right here. But this is in an easier form. You don't have to actually count the boxes. You can literally see the squad size right here. Then we got armor, we got speed, we got search, which indicates how far you can see. And morale. Morale is a pretty important system and it has several tiers, but it's probably best if we talk about that a little bit later. But here you can see the basic levels of morale. Disordered, broken and routed. You definitely don't want to be routed. And here we also see some additional flags of this particular unit. It's weak, so it has minus 25% health and minus 25% damage. It's expendable. The death of this unit has no negative impact on ally morale. It can also ambush. It's a forest fighter, so it does more damage while it's in a forest. And it can move through difficult terrain with ease. Alright. Well then, I guess that's basically it. We can end our turn now. So far, from what I have played, the game seems quite promising. I mean, the mechanics are not super complex, but they are not meant to be. I'm hoping it will be kind of an easy game to learn, but hard to master. Alright, let's kill this thing. And you can see that we already fulfilled one of the objectives, because we raided the southern stead. So now we can rest to recover our health. Might as well do that, like so. And that's basically it. We can still move a bit. Alright. Now we got two other locations to raid, and then we can do some actual proper missions. Because this isn't really like a proper mission, not really. We can also see the unit skill tree. I can't actually get anything here just yet, but we will be able to do that in the future. So there are some new skills that you can pick up, like the rally skill. But you can also get additional artifact slot, for example. We'll talk about those later. You can increase supply limit, get a skill to build a war camp. So yeah, that's the skill tree. And the regular units can upgrade into stronger versions of those units, or into like a completely different unit to begin with. But you'll see that once we gain some experience for our actual units. One of them will be able to upgrade to an actual ranged unit, for example, an actual missile infantry. If you choose to do that. Okay, so that guy charged into a river. That doesn't seem very smart, but alright. Now I can move into the river myself in order to be able to attack with two different units. Like so. And with our main guy. There. I can't quite kill him, but that's okay. He will actually withdraw. Alright. Whatever floats his boat. We can move into the settlement and then raid it, like so. I have to say, I'm quite looking forward to seeing the rest of the campaign. Because Fantasy General was easily one of my favorite old games of this type. I played it a lot. If you played it and you know how long the campaign was, I finished the campaign several times. Where did he go? Oh, there's something down here, a shrine. Okay, unexplored shrine, we can check that out. Certainly. Let's go check it out then. We are not on a timer or anything like that. We should be able to get some additional loot from this. Oh yeah, the guy is over here, okay. Well then, let's maybe take care of him first. Shouldn't be very hard. He's going down. And maybe we can rest with Thoral's pack. Is this enough? It's enough. Okay, so we can rest. Oh, we can also upgrade. So here's the upgrade tree for Thoral's pack, which is light shock infantry. Let's see, we can get Axeman, which is axe infantry. It's tough and has minus 15% chance to suffer kills, which are like the black boxes. We also got slingers, that's what I was talking about, that's actual missile infantry. It has defensive fire, which was a mechanic that existed in the old game. So if you are adjacent to any other units and somebody attacks those units, you provide support fire with missile infantry. I think I'll go, yeah, with missile infantry, because right now we do not have any ranged units whatsoever. We also got a berserker in the middle, but we would have to wait longer to get more weapons for upgrades, and it's also way more expensive, 154 gold. That is actually a lot of gold, but it's like a tier 3 unit or whatever. Let's go with the slingers, so we can upgrade immediately. There it is, now we got slingers. And we might as well rest. We are not exactly in a huge rush. Okay, the wolves are attacking. That's fine. Okay then. Well, let's use our slingers right away, shall we? I might have to move a bit first. Like so. And we can actually take a shot with the slingers first. Now, it's not going to be very effective, because this is a forest terrain, which means there's a 33% missile damage reduction, but there's no reason not to use it. It's free damage with no risk whatsoever. And the wolves are dead. Now we can check out their shrine. I actually missed the shrine when I was doing this mission the first time around. So I'm curious what we'll get from this. Probably gold. You just received the team effect. These effects are applied to all your units and remain in play until you leave the current region. Alright then. Interesting. Shrine. Plus 25% magic damage, plus 50% magic damage reduction. Breaks charge. Alright. Interesting. Alright, let's go and actually finish the objectives, shall we? Yes, let's. Let's go, everyone! And we might as well rest while we move. I have to wait for Falifson anyway. So rest, and rest. And he needs to rest himself, to be honest. Yep. Alright. So let him rest a bit. He has to survive. We would actually fail if he died. Would be pretty hard to fail this mission, but if you use him too aggressively all the time, I could see that happening. And hey, we can probably kill the settlement defense without him. Especially since we got missile infantry now. Let's just move in and do that. And he can catch up. So now, if they attack the guy in the front, our slingers will provide defensive fire. Here, okay? Good enough. Yeah, see? Our slingers took a shot at that guy because he attacked our melee. Okay, that is quite a few wounded dudes, but that's fine. I think we can take the settlement, maybe, maybe not. We do have quite a few wounded in that shock infantry. Might be a little bit better to move back slightly. Yeah, let's just move back a little bit, that's fine. Falirson is coming. Here, let's make some space for him. Oh, and you can also skip the animation by right-clicking. I like that. I like any features that allow you to basically speed up the game. Yeah, animations are cool and neat and fun to look at and all that stuff. But if you play any game for like hundreds of hours, all the animations get pretty tiring after a while. So I'm really glad to see any game that allows you to either massively speed up the animations or just straight up skip them. That's just like a personal peeve of mine, when a game doesn't have that. So I'm glad to see that option is actually here. And you can use it. Here, I just skipped that animation entirely. Alright, so now we can raid this settlement right away. And we have one more. Oh no, actually no, that was the third one. And we won the mission. Alright. So we can replenish our units if we pay. This will be replenishment without experience loss. I actually do not have enough gold to replenish this one. So that's going to be fine. Alright, so this is going to be the campaign map. We have a visitor tonight. Dougal Ravencloak. A man dressed in a wide black cloak made of raven feathers enters the hall, carrying a long trumpet crowned with a boar's head. His face is hidden by his hood, and his boots are frayed and muddy. Thank you for welcoming me to your stead. I won't trouble you for too long. I just want to rest my weary bones by the fire for a night. You are welcome to my house and hearth. Sit and eat with us. We don't have much, but what we have we will gladly share. This is very kind of you, chieftain. I thank you for your offer. Oh, is that your son? It's been a decade since I last saw him. He looks like a fine warrior. The bard's dark eyes seem to peer directly into your soul. Tell me, son of Falir, what do you seek in life? Glory in battle. I want to lead our clan to many victories, inspiring our warriors. Swift victory. I want to be the fastest warrior, laughing at our foes from afar. Might in combat. I want to be the strongest warrior Caledonia has seen. Sure, let's go with the first one. Is that so? Then let us all ask the ancestors to make you a brave leader and guide you to your destiny. Now, forgive me, I am weary after a long day's walk, and I must rest. What have you done? I felt a touch of cold, freezing me to my bones. Did you indeed? Must have been a draft of night air from the outside. I will see you in the morning. Sleep well. Alright, so we got 100 gold, we got +4 supply. And we received a promotion. Path of the leader. Alright then. So, we got 5 out of 9 supply right now, which determines how many units we can have in our army. We got 0 weapons currently, which are used to upgrade offensive troops. And we have 104 gold. So now I can hire some more units. Like this. I don't think I can actually see the whole upgrade tree. Unless a unit actually gets promoted. At least, yeah, I don't see anywhere where we could actually look at their entire upgrade tree. You know, the one that we saw earlier when I upgraded to a slinger. But that's fine. Right now we have one of each. And we have the slinger. This was light shock infantry. So this was the guy on the left, younglings. So let's pick up maidens. And then we have 21 gold left. So that's all I can get right now. Alright, and we can do the next mission. A dark visitor. Alright, let's do that. This night, you sleep fitfully, your dreams filled with mighty cities made of white stone, domes glinting golden in the sun, and you at the head of a large army astride a noble beast. Waking up, you chide yourself for such childish fantasies as you step into your father's smoke-filled hall. There you are, son. You were just about to bid farewell to Master Dougal here. Be careful, the road north is dangerous. Direwolves roam the woods, and I have heard word of trolls in the hills. Pick some of my warriors as an escort to ensure safe passage through our lands. Thank you for your generosity. I will take your son and his band with me then. He will make great company on the road. My son? Very well. You know our laws of hospitality mean I can't refuse your request, since I have offered you the choice of our warriors. I spoke in haste, and you have my words against me, but I warn you, my son must not come to harm. Worry not, Falir. I am sure your son will be fine. After all, we all prayed to the ancestors for his destiny to fulfill itself, didn't we? Uh-huh. You have been walking in silence for a while. What is on your mind? Why me, Master Dougal? What do you want? And what did you do to me last night? I merely helped you find your destiny, and I am interested in how it plays out. Why so suspicious? Alright. He just told me that where you go, trouble follows. Is this true? Do you eat the souls of dead warriors? Yes and no. I can use the power of departing spirits to weave it into magic. Thus the dead do lend me a bit of their strength. But their souls remain theirs, I can assure you. No need to be afraid. Alright, so let's go. Our objective is to escort him to the exit zone, which is all the way up here, right here. This is the actual road. And all heroes must survive. Okay, and there is going to be a new mechanic here, the fog. So the fog reduces attack by 25%, you also cannot charge, and you get minus 50% armor modifier. It breaks charge and units can hide. Oh, and first we have to actually deploy our units to begin with. So we are going to do that. And then we can get started. Be careful, Falirson. The fog is dense in this part of the highlands. It may hide you as well as your enemy. Watch your steps, warriors, and keep your eyes sharp. There are wild beasts hiding in the woods. We can use this artifact I collected during my travels. It grants us vision of distant things and reveals hidden creatures. Why not look ahead into these woods and see what they are hiding? So there it is. We received 1 mana. And we can use Spirit Vision. Lift the fog of war over an area anywhere on the map for a short amount of time. So let's move up here. And we can lift the fog. We can actually use it like all the way up here, because why not? There is an objective here, or rather there's an unexplored location, a camp. So let's use it like so. That should work. Oh yeah, right mouse button, not left. Here. And we got some company. You spot a band of warriors fighting a group of angry trolls. Some men already lie on the ground, crushed by the large troll's powerful blows. As they see you approach, they call out, "Help us take down those damned greyskins, clan brother. More humans coming to rob us. No matter, you will all pay. Pick a side in this battle, Falirson, and choose carefully, or slaughter both and take the spoils for yourself. What will it be?" Okay. So blood is the strongest bond, I will help my kinsmen. The trolls seem to have been wronged. I will stand by them. And they are both weakened from the fight. I will vanquish them and take what they are fighting over as mine. Let's actually side with the trolls, because that seems like a more interesting option. Like, the most obvious one seems to be to side with our kinsmen. But I like to go with a more interesting one, so let's side with the trolls. Why the heck not? You are a remarkable man, Falirson. Not many would have picked the Greyskins' side. Let's hope you made the right choice. Alright then, so now our objective is to defeat the humans and protect the trolls. Let's move, because we are quite far away actually. So let's go, everyone. Hopefully we can get there quickly enough before they kill the trolls. Let's find out! So what do they have here? Monstrous infantry, alright. Axe infantry. Yeah, the trolls seem to be pretty strong, but there aren't that many of them. Oh, and here we got some neutrals. Some wolves. Okay. I guess we'll take care of that. Where's our ranged guy? Right here. Not quite close enough to take a shot just yet. Well, that's pretty much it. Hey, maybe they can handle this on their own. Okay. They have one each with the drawing. They probably can't handle it on their own. Oh hey, the wolves actually attacked the humans. Interesting. I didn't expect that. Okay. Let's take a shot at the wolves. Okay, good damage. There, kill the wolves. Now let's focus on the humans. There, we killed one, and we got a status effect, harassed. Severe penalties to armor and damage for a short amount of time. Disables the unit's ability to break charge attacks. So minus 20% armor and minus 20% damage, okay? One more person in the back. Alright, yeah, they will chase the trolls, so we might want to move in quickly. Yep, let's move in. Here's the troll. I think we got this. I can't quite use missile infantry, but that's fine. Is the Dougal guy actually stronger in melee? What does he have here? Hex immunity, retreat, hero. Damage 20. He is actually a little bit stronger, it seems. The disheveled camp shows signs of recent battle. Some of the tents are torn and ripped. Several strong nets are strewn around, ripped apart. Search the camp. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, there is someone watching, but whatever, let's search it. Artifacts. You just recovered your first artifact. Artifacts are items of varying power that can be outfitted to units through the inventory. If a unit finds an artifact, it equips it directly if it has an empty artifact slot. Otherwise, the artifact is sent to the inventory. Open the inventory to manage all your artifacts and assign or recover them from units even when in battle. Okay? So, silent boats. Interesting. I got a different outcome previously, so that is actually interesting to see. How do we equip those in the middle of the fight? Oh, down here, inventory. Yeah, right here, silent boats. Grants the ability to ambush enemies. Okay. Yeah, let's have those on Falirson, that seems reasonable. Artifact is in transit, it will become active next turn. Okay. Well, anyway, we're not actually done here yet. Let's take care of this. That's pretty much the best I can do right now. Okay, fair enough. He's running away. And done. The last of the men fall, and you let your bloodied weapons sink, looking guardedly at large trolls opposite your band. You helped us, human. You have slain your own kin. Why? I did not trust the looks of them. Those were clanless bandits. They seemed to have wronged you, and your revenge was just. The humans burnt our cave, killed our sheep and let them rot. We do not know why they hated us so much. We followed them and fought them. You have our thanks. We will help you in return. Pay our debt. Then we leave. Remember that day well, Falirson. The trolls well. They never forget their friends, nor their enemies. Alright then, so now we actually got the 2 troll units. Breakthrough. Breaks through all tiles in a line, applying plus 100% melee damage as charge damage. If the last tile is occupied, initiates melee combat and then returns to original tile. Stopped by charge breaking. That seems pretty damn good, actually. It's weakened, Highland charge, so that grants the charge attack. Right here. It's a large unit, it cannot hide. Troll blood, plus 10 health regeneration, and all terrain. Alright, so let's keep moving. There's not that much left, I don't think so, but there is a location right here, and we will definitely check it out. Oh, and now we can also spend our skill point. We have 1 skill point. We can get Rally, which grants nearby allies a small amount of morale. We can get Tough Aura, minus 15% chance to suffer kills. We can get plus 50 health. We can get Drill. All recruited units start with a third of the hero's level, but at least with level 1. Also decreases experience loss of units at the end of the scenario. Okay. And Bigger Pockets grants 1 additional artifact slot. I think I'm going to grab Drill. And then we got Quartermaster, plus 2 supply limit. Supply limit seems like it's going to be pretty important. And also later on we got War Camp, which sounds pretty good as well. Let's pick up Drill then. So there it is, we got Drill now. And let's go. We will check out that ruin over there. Might get something interesting out of it. Plus 80 gold. Okay. Works for me. Let's see what else we'll find in here. A bear. Watch out, a dire bear is blocking our path. Stand back. Let me weaken the beast with my magic. I just need to get close enough. Alright. So we just need to move in. And then we can use Doom. Curses all enemies in an area around the caster, making them receive more damage from all sources. Minus 50% damage reduction, alright? We can use the trolls to kill the bear. Might as well. Oh, and there's one more wolf down here. Yeah, that's fine. And another one up here, alright. Whatever. And the bear is actually attacking. Right, that is not very nice. Let's actually back up slightly. And move in with Falirson, or just rest with him. Yeah, we'll move the troll to the front and let them come to us. Force them to move out of the forest. That seems reasonable. Yep, that seems fine. Let's just do that then. And handle the other wolf. That shouldn't be a problem. It's actually running away. And yep, they are coming. And now we are disordered. So that means lower morale, basically. And morale impacts the unit's fighting power and is gained or lost by casualties caused or suffered in their immediate vicinity. So the units will be literally weaker when their morale decreases. That's just something to keep in mind. Which means the ability to increase morale, or rather recover morale, is going to be pretty damn powerful. At least that's what I'm thinking. Here, that guy is down. And, well, Dougal is quite far away at the moment. And we're supposed to use Doom. We can probably do it without using Doom, but alright, let's wait for him. It's fine. We might as well rest. Okay, let's just wait for him. Disordered again. Now, I don't want to weaken my own guys, which means I might have to move out of range, then move in, and then we can use Doom. Because that affects all the tiles around him, I assume also friendly units. And we can finish this. At least I think. Not quite enough damage yet. Yeah, that bear is pretty tough. Now it's withdrawing. Where do you think you're going? There. And I think we're pretty much done now. Yep, that seems to be the case. No upgrades for anyone. That is a bit disappointing, but alright. Here, we're done. Thank you for your company, Falirson. Traveling with you has been most instructive. Take my artifact. I trust you will find more use for it. I'm sure we will meet again. Thank you, Ravencloak. That is a generous gift. Well, we need to head back home. I'm sure they are wondering what took us so long. I'll be glad to see the Blackbird go, Falirson, I must admit. I cannot figure this one out. Does he know more than he says, or is he just clever with his words? Well, we have won that mission, and we got 250 gold out of that. Alright? Yeah, let's replenish the unit. And we are back. It is good to see you back, son. I was beginning to worry Ravencloak had bewitched you somehow. Don't fret, father, I can look after myself. But you speak wisely, the Black Bard did not take me with him by accident. Though I still wonder what his intentions were. Well, whatever they were, he seemed to take liking to you. He has left gifts here, before he went with you. You would do well to grant them to your warriors, so that they are better armed for the battles ahead. As you enter your room, you spot a large black bird perched on the window's frame, looking at you with his head slightly inclined. Following his gaze, you notice a sack of gold and some weapons, as well as a small note by Dougal. Falirson, thank you for your company on the road. Accept this gift as token of my gratitude. The bird shall accompany you and help you see the path ahead more clearly, until we meet again. The Black Bard has been generous indeed. I wonder what he sees that I cannot. The crow looks at you with his black eyes for a moment, and you could swear she winks at you. Alright, and here we got a new unit. Murder of Crows. It's a flying unit, ignores movement penalties and impossible terrain, cannot be attacked by ground units in melee, unless initiating the fight itself, and cannot hide. It's an interceptor, so it can intercept enemy earlier units, targeting adjacent hexes. It's expendable, so it has no negative impact on ally morale, and it cannot capture tiles, which I suppose makes sense. Alright then, yeah, it doesn't do a lot of damage, it's basically a scouting unit, I guess. We got 2 new weapons, and we received 100 gold. Okay then, and yeah, we can upgrade some units. In theory, no. Yeah, I could actually upgrade the missile infantry, in theory, to trackers, which is recon infantry. Alright. All-terrain, ambush, retreat 2, stealth. The unit can hide and remains hidden in any terrain. And it's a tracker. Trained trackers can search the surrounding area for tracks of enemy presence, allowing them to anticipate enemy contact and spot hidden units. Okay, well, I don't think we need that just yet. I think we would be better off promoting the other units to tier 2 or whatever you want to call it. So, for example, let's check the other tree for the maidens, so for light spear infantry. We got stag riders here, which is light magic skirmish cavalry. So they do magic damage. They are mounted, obviously. Slower movement on swamp and difficult terrain. Minus 25% damage. In difficult terrain, it's a fast rider, so plus 25% missile damage reduction. It ignores zone of control, so it's not stopped by enemy zone of control. It has retreat and it has scout, which is +1 surge, and it grants the scout ability. Then we got basically a stronger spear infantry right here, which also leads to shield maidens or winged maidens. And we got the javelin throwers, skirmish infantry. All-terrain, ambush, retreat. Attack in skirmish without receiving counter from melee troops. Oh, that is actually pretty nice, I might grab one. And then iron javelins. Wind riders. Yeah, that looks fun. Obviously, we wanted to get that for a pretty long time. And also, javelin throwers are way cheaper, as you can see, and gold is definitely going to be a factor. Let's grab javelin throwers. It won't hurt to have one, at least. So, there it is. And that leaves us with one weapon still, which means we could upgrade this fella. If we want to. Oh yeah, the axeman actually required something different, like armor or something. I don't quite want another slinger at the moment. We could get stag riders that doesn't actually use weapons. And I wouldn't mind one cavalry unit. Wolf Mother, that sounds fun. Magic support infantry. Grants the ability to charm animals and learn their essence. Once this is done, the work can summon the beast whenever they please. Oh, that sounds really nice. I like that. It doesn't lead to any other units, but that sounds quite useful. Okay, let's get stag riders. And that leaves us with 267 gold. And hey, in theory, I could still upgrade this guy. But I don't want to. Let's wait and see if we can get that armor to get an axeman instead. We could, however, buy more units. So we could hire more recruits. Let me look at that tree one more time. Let's see, do we want shock infantry or spear infantry? Let's get one more spear infantry. Here. And that's 8 out of 9 supply. And the next mission is Homecoming. However, that's going to be the end of this episode, so thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, or a dislike if you didn't, and subscribe for more. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.